Well, hello and a very warm welcome to the episode 257, ladies and gentlemen, of Soul of Lions, a global talk show that celebrates the spirit of service and leadership within Lions International. Proudly broadcasted across 180 plus countries now. I am Lion Navdeep Nigam, the host for tonight, and the first vice president of Lions Club of Mumbai Soul, the Leo District chairperson for Leo District 323183, and the chief youth transformation officer for Leo Multiple 3231. Under the visionary direction of our guide and our mentor, Lion Dr. Raju Manwani, we are here with tonight's episode, which shines a spotlight on two extraordinary leaders. Their journeys exemplify passion, purpose, and the essence of Lionism. This episode is made possible through the support of our distinguished associates and sponsors, Greatest Corporate Services Limited, Property Anthem India Private Limited, Vivian Garments, Khanvale Resort, and Khushiyan India Foundation. We can't thank them enough because they've kept us going for more than 250 plus episodes, and they still support us with the full-fledged understanding. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest for tonight is a visionary leader, a dedicated humanitarian, and a proud ambassador of the Lions spirit. With a legacy of impactful service and a deep-rooted commitment to community transformation, he has been a driving force behind numerous initiatives that uplifted the lives and inspired changes. Known for his strategic thinking and empathetic leadership, he has held various positions within the Lionistic fraternity at an integral level. He blends tradition and innovation in every endeavor and aspires to take his district further. His ability to bring people together for common purposes has made him a respected figure in the global Lions fraternity. Over the years, he has held numerous positions within the Lionistic fraternity and has been honored for the same at every level, may that be the club, district, multiple, or even the international level. Finally, owed to his fantastic tribute to the Lionistic fraternity, he has been elected to serve as the first Vice District Governor for Lionistic year 25-26. Today on Soul of Lions, we are proud to hear and welcome the true embodiment of leadership through service. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute privilege for me to welcome the charismatic and flamboyant first Vice District Governor for Lionistic year 25-26, Lions CA Pawan Agrawal, sir. Namaskar, sir.
Namaste, Navdeep ji. How are you?
Very well, sir. Very well. Firstly, Pawan, sir, thank you so much for taking time out and coming on the show. It's an absolute privilege for me to actually get a chance to host you tonight. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure. Where Raju Manwani ji says, I cannot say no.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया पवन सर. थोड़ा बहुत हम यहाँ पर मैं आपको थोड़ा सा समझा देता हूँ. It's basically going to be a candid show where we discuss a little and get to know a little about the actual leader, लायन पवन कुमार अग्रवाल. कई बार जो श्रोतागण होते हैं या लायंस भी मैं कहूँ, लीडर्स को इस तरीके से परसीव करते हैं कि शायद वो किसी अलग मिट्टी से बने हैं, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं हमें एक रिलेटिविटी बढ़ाने की कोशिश करते हैं amongst the grassroots lions and the leaders, because I think it is important to send out a message that all the leaders are made from the same soil, and it's important for all of us to realize the leader within us. तो थोड़ी बहुत शुरुआत करेंगे पवन सर आपकी निजी जिंदगी से, और उसके बाद लायनिज्म तक पहुंचेंगे और आपके सफर के बारे में भी बातें करेंगे. सो पहला मेरा सवाल सर आपसे ये होगा कि इफ यू कुड टेल आवर ऑडियंस अबाउट वेयर डू यू बिलोंग टू एंड कहाँ पे पले बड़े, और उसके बाद लायनिज्म के साथ आपका जुड़ाव कैसे हुआ सर?
Yeah, good question. Actually, I am from Assam.
Lovely.
I was born in Assam. My father was born in Assam. My mother was born in Assam. I take you back to about 5 decades ago. 50 साल पहले की बात है. It was somewhere in 1974 or 75. My brother-in-law say, you join Leo Club. And I joined Leo Club. A couple of years I was there. I don't remember what I did as a Leo. Actually, I don't remember at all. But then it so happened that I shifted to Mumbai in somewhere in 1977. So my Lionistic genesis, I forgot immediately. Then when I came to Bombay, I enrolled for the Chartered Accountancy course. In CA course, what happens? You cannot do anything else other than CA. I forgot Leo, I forgot Lions, everything. I passed CA, I started my practice. Then in somewhere in 1992, one friend told me, why don't you join Lions? See, the seed was already sown. The seed became a small sapling. It was struggling to become a full-fledged tree.
Correct.
But when Cooper came, I immediately joined Lions in somewhere in 93. Then I became a secretary of the club, president of the club, zone chairperson, region chairperson, one or two posts in the cabinet. Then again, my enthusiasm went down. I was not active in Lions for about 7, 8, or maybe 10 years. Again, in 1992, there was a one governor, I would like to name also, that was Hemant Shah. He said, Pawan bhai, why don't you join my cabinet? I said, what will happen? I have heard that joining cabinet means you pay some amount. No, it's not like that. You have to work. I joined his cabinet. Since then, I had been continuously a member of the cabinet, and I had no desire to become vice governor or a governor, but it naturally happened. People came to me, पवन जी कंटेस्ट कीजिए ना. मैंने कहा मेरे को कंटेस्ट नहीं करना है. आई डोंट बिलीव इन पॉलिटिक्स. आई डोंट बिलीव इन इलेक्शन. नहीं, आपके सामने कौन खड़ा होगा? You will be governor uncontested. I filed my nomination. The moment I filed my nomination, few more people filed. There was a contest, triangular contest. And it's a different thing that I won in the first counting. That's a different thing. But thing is that whatever is planted at the early age of any human being will last till end. That's why my goal now is to educate children. I have only one mission in my life, to spread financial literacy. I'll talk more about that if the subject permits. This is my personal history. Navdeep ji.
Fabulous. I think very honest answer, and I think I'm very intrigued about the fact, sir. पिछले 200 almost 57 एपिसोड हो गए हैं, और हर एक एपिसोड में लायन लीडर्स आते हैं, अलग अलग जगह से आते हैं, अलग डेमोग्राफी से, अलग बैकग्राउंड से, पर हर एक की जर्नी का जो स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट है वो बहुत ही इंट्रीगिंग और अलग है, which is another, I think, fantastic aspect about Lionism. That is why the diversity that Lionism possesses is so beautiful.
Exactly.
Sir, one more follow-up question on this journey starter of yours. कई बार सर हम इन्फ्लुएंस से ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं, कई लोग नेटवर्किंग की वजह से ज्वाइन करते हैं, अलग अलग कारण होते हैं लोगों के ज्वाइन करने से, बट कहीं ना कहीं when we all join Lionism, there comes a stage in our own personal journey of Lionism जहाँ पर कोई एक्टिविटी या कोई एक ऐसा इम्पैक्ट हम खुद देखते हैं जहाँ पर हमें लगता है कि नहीं यार, we should be a part of this organization for a longer time. I'm sure you also must have had that one particular moment for sure, which must have kind of strengthened the bond in your own head with Lionism as a movement itself. What was that moment, sir, if you would like to
with God's blessing, very moment I started my practice, I was prosperous. I had a good profession, good practice. In couple of years, or 3 years, or 4 years, I was established. Then suddenly, my seed came to my mind. I remembered the words of Melvin Jones. You can't go very far unless you do something for someone else. That clicked. And I decided I must do something for the society, for the needy people, for the downtrodden, those who cannot afford knowledge, talent, food, everything. So that's intrigued. That's made me to work towards something, and still I'm working on that. I don't say I'm successful, but it's a journey. It's not a destination.
Absolutely. I think that's a very good answer, and I believe that is what drives all of us Lions in different aspects and different ways to continue our journey and help out as many people as we can. Great, sir. आते हैं थोड़ा बहुत आपकी Lionistic journey पर अब directly to understand how your Lionistic journey has gone. You obviously mentioned कि इतने active आप initially नहीं थे, फिर उसके बाद obviously there were moments when you were active and you were inactive, and then you obviously took up Lionism very seriously once you obviously got inducted into the cabinet. सो पहले तो मैं सर आपकी जर्नी को थोड़ा सा ब्रेक करना चाहूंगा इनटू द क्लब लेवल पोजीशंस एंड देन ऑब्वियसली द डिस्ट्रिक्ट पोजीशंस दैट यू एंडेड अप टेकिंग. तो आपसे जानना चाहूंगा सर, इतना टेन्योर निकाला है लायनिज्म में, क्लब लेवल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज और डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज में अगर बेसिक फर्क हम हमारे व्यूअर्स जानना चाहें तो वो क्या होती हैं और कितना ज्यादा अलग एक्सपीरियंस है सर व्हेन इट कम्स टू क्लब्स?
My bad luck or good luck, I don't know. But being a chartered accountant, everybody wants to make me treasurer. I had been district treasurer 3 times.
Right.
In club also, they always make me treasurer.
Correct.
So what happened, once I was fed up of this, I said, no more treasurership. I will help anybody, that's a different thing. But give me some other post. Then I got a district secretary post. In club also, they made me secretary, joint secretary. I came in administration, and that's what I enjoyed most. Still, the treasurers of the club, of the district, will approach me for help. I help them because we have to develop leaders. If we don't develop leaders, organization will not survive. Sustainability is an issue. So that we have to first lead by example. Then our goal should be single goal. Whatever position you are in your organization, in your profession, in your personal life, you must create a better person than you who will succeed you. My mentor always used to say that success without a successor is a failure. Unless you have created a successor, you are a failure, my dear friend. Create a successor. Create a successor. Therein lies the success of the organization, your success, success of everybody.
I think that's a very important point, and I think succession की अगर जहाँ तक हम बात करें तो लायंस में भी बहुत बड़ा सा एक void है जिसको भरने की काफी ज्यादा कोशिश करी जा रही है when it comes to succession. उस पर we'll obviously talk, sir. Lionism, sir, of course, comprises of 3 to 4 main pillars. उनके बारे में थोड़ा सा बात करेंगे और उनके बारे में जो आपकी जिंदगी में इम्पैक्ट रहा है उसके बारे में भी बात करेंगे. We'll start off, of course, with the first thing itself, which is leadership. The first स्तंभ या पिलर कहूं मैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का.
Yes.
So, sir, when it comes to leadership, in your own experience in Lionism, किस तरीके से आप देखते हैं कि leadership has played a major role in your life, and also the very fact that leadership is propagated very fondly in Lionism through LLC courses या Lions Leadership Institutes. तो उसके बारे में आपका क्या कहना है सर? थोड़ा सा हमारे दर्शकों को बता सकें.
Yeah, many times as a vice governor, we go to the clubs. We demand so much. ये करो, वो करो, 8 global causes. अब एक नया भी आ गया है, mental health, membership बढ़ाओ, service करो, ये करो, वो. We bombard the president so much. Sometimes he keeps his hand on the head और हाथ जोड़ कर बोलता है, सर मेरे से ये सब नहीं होगा. He is a new president. He's confused. But one case I will cite, I met a president during a DG visit. He was very honest. He said, ये सब मेरे से नहीं होगा. Please tell me one thing. मैं क्या करूं और वो मैं करूंगा sincerely. एक चीज बताइए खाली मेरे को, 10 चीज मत बताइए. I told him, forget everything. Develop leadership. If you develop leadership, everything else will come automatically. Yes, friends, leadership is so powerful that we should concentrate single-handedly to develop leadership in our organization. If leadership is developed, छोटी छोटी चीजें अपने आप आ जाएगी. Don't worry about them. हम leadership develop नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम membership पे ध्यान दे रहे हैं, हम इस पर कर रहे हैं, सर्विस करो, ये करो, LCIF डोनेशन दो. Everything will come automatically, my dear friend. लीडरशिप पर ध्यान दीजिए, लीडर को डेवलप कीजिए. Once a leader is developed, leadership comprises of everything. तो लीडरशिप का इतना महत्व है. See, लीडरशिप में क्या होता है कि हम कभी कभी फॉलोअर्स पैदा करते हैं, हमें 100 आदमी जानते हैं, फेसबुक में 100 आदमी लाइक करते हैं, इंस्टाग्राम में 500 करते हैं. दैट इज नॉट लीडरशिप. लीडरशिप इज दैट how many lives you have changed, how many differences you have made in the life of others. आप दूसरों को मोटिवेट करके उसकी जो कैपेसिटी है वो रियलाइज करवा सकते हैं और उससे ज्यादा काम करवा सकते हैं, तो वो लीडरशिप है. लीडरशिप वो नहीं है कि एक पोजीशन है, एक अथॉरिटी है, एक पोजीशन, वाइस गवर्नर है, आप प्रेसिडेंट है. वो लीडरशिप नहीं है. आपने कितने लोगों का दिल जीत लिया है, वो लीडरशिप है. माय डियर फ्रेंड, डू दैट.
Correct. I think very, very important point. I think there's a very famous quote also which says that true leaders build leaders rather than followers. I think very important for all of us to kind of realize that.
Exactly.
Thoda sa, sir, if you could also emphasize on how potent are these Lions Leadership Institutes or LLC courses, जिनसे काफी सारे Lions और Lions ये courses करते हैं और institutes भी जाते हैं, और उनके बेसिस पे कई सारे लोग कहते हैं कि उनकी लीडरशिप में और इंडिविजुअल लाइफ में भी काफी ज्यादा फर्क पड़ा. तो थोड़ा सा अगर इनके बारे में भी आप हमारे श्रोतागणों को बता सकें सर.
देखिए, ये जो कोर्सेज होते हैं ना, वेबिनार्स होते हैं, सेमिनार्स होते हैं, लेक्चर्स होते हैं, दे हेल्प यू अप टू सर्टेन लेवल. अल्टीमेट स्कूल इज द रियल लाइफ. अगर रियल लाइफ में आप उसे इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं करते हैं तो उसका रिजल्ट नहीं आएगा. लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. लीडरशिप की पहली सीढ़ी क्या होती है? पहली सीढ़ी होती है कि आपको कोई पोजीशन मिल गया, आपको कोई अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर मिल गया. से एट द ग्रासरूट लेवल यू बिकम प्रेसिडेंट. नाउ यू आर प्रेसिडेंट, सो यू हैव सम अथॉरिटी. नाउ हाउ यू आर यूजिंग दैट अथॉरिटी? If you stuck at that level, you will never become a leader. Moment you get an authority, move to the next level, develop relationship. Authority आपको मिलती है, एक अपॉइंटमेंट लेटर मिल जाता है, आप इलेक्शन में सिलेक्ट होते हैं, इलेक्ट होते हैं, मारामारी करते हैं, जीत जाते हैं, तो आपको एक अथॉरिटी मिल जाती है. लेकिन that's not enough. Now people should accept you. How they will accept you? When you connect with them, when you relate with them. Once you have done that, the third stage is, अब कुछ सब हो गया, आपको हमने अथॉरिटी दे दी, आपको ये अपना परमिशन भी दे दिया, अब भैया कुछ करके दिखाओ. प्रोड्यूस द रिजल्ट. अनलेस यू प्रोड्यूस द रिजल्ट, बाकी चीजों के कोई महत्व नहीं है. और आपने प्रोड्यूस भी कर दिया, रिजल्ट प्रोड्यूस कर दिया, तो उसके बाद का स्टेप ये है, ये तो सब अपने लिए किया ना, तो आपने दूसरों के लिए क्या किया? मेंबर्स के लिए क्या किया? उनकी लाइफ में क्या वैल्यू ऐड किया आपने? वो चौथा स्टेप है. अगर आपने उनकी लाइफ में कुछ वैल्यू ऐड कर दिया, देन यू आर ए ट्रू लीडर. और पांचवी जो पोजीशन होती है ना, उस पर तो बहुत कम लोग पहुंच पाते हैं. यू कमांड रिस्पेक्ट.
Absolutely.
You command respect when you follow the first 4 steps for a long time. Then that 5th stage we call pinnacle. That pinnacle will come when you continue these 4 steps for a considerable long period of time. बिना स्वार्थ के. This is my take now.
Absolutely. I think leadership without implementation of any of those institutes and the knowledge that they provide is of no use. And very bluntly, but I think very, very beautifully put, sir. Once again, I think that is what the movement also requires, to be a little raw in expression and to actually express what is required for the system to move forward. आते हैं सर एक सेकंड पिलर पे हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के, विच इज मेंबरशिप. पूरी दुनिया में 1.5 मिलियन का डंका बजा हुआ है. एवरीवन इज कॉन्सेंट्रेटिंग ऑन हाउ टू गेट टू 1.5. एवरीवन हैज देयर विजन ओपन फॉर 1.5. आपके सर, आपकी तरफ से, आपके पर्सनल लेवल पे और एज अ लायन, आपके विचार सबसे पहले जानना चाहूंगा 1.5 पर. एंड ऑल्सो आई वुड लाइक टू नो how do you think Lions should approach this target of 1.5?
Yeah, good question. मान लीजिए किसी क्लब में 0 मेंबर है, कैन यू डू सर्विस? ये क्लब कर सकती है? नहीं कर सकती। मेंबर्स तो होना ही चाहिए। देखिए, मिशन 155 को लोगों ने एक बहुत ही गलत तरीके से समझा है, इसे सही तरीके से समझना चाहिए। मिशन 1.5 इज नॉट अबाउट मेंबरशिप। मेंबरशिप का इससे कोई लेना देना है ही। मिशन 1.5 is about more resources.
Yeah.
It is about more hands, more services, more vibrant clubs. अगर हमारे पास रिसोर्सेस होंगे तो हम ज्यादा सर्विस कर पाएंगे। आज हम एक मेंबर भी इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं ना, तो डोंट थिंक दैट वन मेंबर इज ए स्मॉल नंबर। एक मेंबर कल 2 मेंबर को लेके आ सकता है, 2 मेंबर 4 को लेके आ सकते हैं, उसमें से एक बहुत अच्छा कंट्रीब्यूशन दे सकता है, उसमें से बहुत अच्छा आगे बढ़ सकता है, लीडरशिप में रोल अदा कर सकता है। मेंबर्स मिशन 1.5 is not a number game, though it reflects in number, no doubt, but it is not a number game, it's a quality game. Don't increase numbers, increase quality. Because आज कोई ज्वाइन किया कल चला गया तो उससे कोई फायदा नहीं होता है। क्वालिटी पे कंसंट्रेट कीजिए। मेंबरशिप क्या है कि हम अपनी स्टोरी किसी को बताते नहीं है। मेरे मोबाइल में 1000 कॉन्टेक्ट्स है, मैं कितने लोगों से बात करता हूँ रोज लाइन्स के बारे में? 1 से 2 से 3 से, शायद किसी से नहीं। Talk about Lionism. Tell them stories. Don't invite them to become a member. Never invite. Never do this mistake. Never invite anybody to become a member. That's the biggest mistake people do. Tell them our stories, how we have helped others. A poor girl came to us in our club. She was suffering from some disease which required surgery, and the cost was 1 lakh rupees. She did not have even 1 rupee. We joined hands. We talked to the district. We talked to the few more clubs. We talked to the philanthropists. We gathered 1 lakh rupees, and we could get her operated free of charge. That's a story. Tell the story. When you tell the story, the prospective members will tell you, sir, how to become a member of your organization. Yes, you are. Never invite any members to join your club. Another mistake we are doing is, ये member तो मेरे club में ही आना चाहिए. Not necessary. He may join any of the 50,000 clubs all over the world. कोई जैन मेंबर है तो जैन क्लब ज्वाइन करेगा, कोई मुंबई में है तो मुंबई का क्लब ज्वाइन करेगा, कोई साउथ मुंबई में है तो साउथ मुंबई का क्लब ज्वाइन करेगा. नेवर बी अटैच्ड टू योर क्लब. थिंक लायनिज्म एज ए होल इज ए ग्लोबल नेटवर्किंग of 1.7 million lions and leos. Why I say leos? Leos are also our members. Lions are 1.4, but together with leos, we are 1.7. Remember that. So that's my take.
I think that's fantastic. That's a very, very important and very, a great take with a lot of clarity. I think, sir, that's a very important version that I believe that you've set for all the viewers here, and I encourage all the viewers to very, very acutely listen to what Lion Pawan sir has actually mentioned here today. One of the biggest takeaways out of this particular answer is obviously 1.5 is not a numbers game. It's basically a movement that drives us to get quality members, that drives us to get members who are going to be contributing towards society as well as the organization in the best possible manner. And then may that be even 1.5.
You said right.
Moving on, sir. I think, one very important question again, as you mentioned, is about Leos. I would love to ask you a little about Leos also. You have seen the Leo journey also, the Leo movement also. A1's obviously a district which has quite a few number of Leos. Also, they've just finished off with their installation, which was very intriguing to actually attend. It was a great honor for me to also get a chance to attend. Your perspective on how A1 or the Leos rather of various districts around the world are doing, and how do you see what is the aspect of the next 5 to 10 years? Where do you see the Leo movement actually going?
I'll tell you a small incident. When I asked my mentor, what is the success, what is the secret of success? My mentor replied it, increase your energy level and you will be successful. Leos play an important role in increasing the energy of our district or multiple or linism. Without energy, you cannot do anything.
Absolutely.
If you are energetic, people will come to you. If you are not energetic, people will go away from you. So Leos, I think in that way, they are energetic, they are creative, and they have a strong intention to serve. Unlike our time, we never thought of serving at that time, 50 years ago. But now I meet the Leos, they are eager to serve. They are eager to come out of the house. They are eager to help others. The big difference. If we ignore this energy level, we are fooling ourselves. We must encourage Leos because Leos are the future of the organization. I'll give you an example of my own club. It's a 52 years old club, Lions Club of Cuff Raid. Our average age is 74. If our average age is 74, there is necrology, there is deaths. We are going down in numbers. If we don't bring in new bloods, my club will not survive. At the same time, I warn you that bringing new members, youths, Leos, does not mean that if my average age is 74, I bring the Leos of 22. You constitute a separate club for them. We have several clubs who are only for youths. We are just supporting. We are just supporting them. Start a separate club for them. Don't try to mix with them. You don't try to mix with them. You will be a failure. Because what happens? They have different aspirations, different goals. Their time schedule is different. We as a retirees love to go to the meeting. Chalo yaar, aaj time pass ho gaya. And they don't have time. If you follow the same module, you will not be successful.
Correct.
Give them freedom. Digitalization is the answer to the question.
Totally. I think, the perspective with regards to Leos also is extremely important. The way you have mentioned and addressed the very, very, very potently existing problem of changing demographics also is something which is to be addressed for sure. And I believe the entire Lionistic fraternity rather is actually looking for the answer to do it in the best possible manner so that the smooth transition goes on well. And we've got budding lions also coming into the system in a more receptive manner. Sir, obviously we are a little lacking on time, but I would love to ask this particular question. If you could frame it for all the viewers that are here. Firstly, congratulations to you from the entire team of Soul of Lions for becoming the first Vice District Governor for the latest Lionistic year 25-26. I think it's a fantastic achievement, and I would like you to address our viewers and tell them a little about your vision as first Vice District Governor for your district, sir.
See, my vision is very clear. Our International President AP Singh gave me a mantra. You are Vice Governor. So in the morning, you chant, I am not the Governor. Absolutely. In the afternoon, you chant, I am not the Governor. In the evening, you chant, I am not the Governor. मैं कहा सर फिर मेरे को करना क्या है ये तो बताइए. You have to implement the plans and policies of your governor so that your plans and policy can be implemented by your vice district governor. दैट्स मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट. हमें ईगो में नहीं आना है, हमें ऑब्जर्व करना है, एब्जॉर्ब करना है, सीखना है, प्लान करना है और अपना टाइम आएगा तो उसे इम्प्लीमेंट करना है. ये साल गवर्नर का है, उसे सपोर्ट कीजिए, उसके साथ रहिए, उसको इंकरेज कीजिए, जहाँ जरूरत है उसकी हेल्प कीजिए. दैट्स माय विजन.
Absolutely. I think that's a fantastic vision, and I believe that's a brilliant way to end our conversation also for today. Lion Pawan sir, it's been an absolute honor for me to host you on the show. बहुत सारी चीजें आपसे सीखने मिली, and I believe the best part about it is that we belong to the same multiple. So कई बार on the go मुलाकात होती रहेगी, and I'll be also staying in touch.
Sure, 100%. Navdeep ji,
Fabulous to talk to you, sir.
you have
Thank you
been
so much.
conducting this program very nicely, and you are very smart and very energetic, and I like energetic people. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you so much for once again for coming on the show, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our guest, Lion Pawan CA Pawan Agrawal, sir. He's done a fantastic job, and he's continuing to do so for his district, Lions District 3231A1 for the Lionistic year 25-26. I'm sure he's going to be making a lot of changes. Talking about change, our next guest is someone who's a dynamic leader, a passionate change maker, and an unwavering believer in the power of service. As a proud member of the Lions family, he has consistently exemplified the core values of leadership, empathy, and impact. His journey through the movements of Lions as well as Leos has been definitive, with his innovative initiatives, his youth empowerment projects, and community-driven campaigns that have touched various lives around the globe. Known for his eloquent vision, he has represented the district as well as the multiple on various platforms, and has inspired peers as well as authentically driven the movement forward. Over the years, he's held numerous positions within the Lionistic fraternity and has been very integral to the Leo movement also by guiding them at various posts. For his fantastic contribution to the Lionistic movement, he has finally been elected as the second Vice District Governor for the Lionistic year 25-26. Knowing him since quite some time, it's a big achievement. I feel a very small part of the achievement that he's actually achieved today. Knowing him as an individual and as a person associated with the Lions, it'll be an absolute honor for all of us to hear his story, a story of service with a soul and leadership with heart. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for me to welcome the charismatic and flamboyant second Vice District Governor, Lion Josefa Gadiali.
Thank you, Navdeep Bhai. That is a very, very sweet introduction, and really salute to each and every. I'm very happy you done such a pleasant introduction. Thank you, Navdeep Bhai.
Absolutely. Josefa, it's an absolute honor for me to host you today, but I think it's an even bigger honor that I feel that, seeing someone who's actually been very closely working at the grassroots of Lions is today taking up the post of the second Vice District Governor, and fittingly so. So big congratulations to you from the entire team of Soul of Lions.
Thank you.
Starting off, Josefa, I think you've got a very interesting journey. You've had your tips and toes with the Leos and their fraternity, with guiding them throughout and taking the movement forward when it comes to the Leo District 3231A1. We'll obviously talk about that particular journey also, and obviously your journey within Lions as a Lion who has contributed so much and today has been entrusted with this fantastic post. But I'll take you a little back into flashback, and I would like you to address our viewers and tell them a little about your individual journey as someone as apart from the leader Lion Josefa Gadiali. I would like you to tell them a little about your journey. So if you could tell our viewers, if you could start by telling our viewers about where you were born, where you were brought up, and finally how did you end up joining hands with Lionism.
Thank you, Navdeep Bhai. Yes, going into flashback, I can start with my date of birth. Because I was born into a Lions family. My parents were Lions when I was born, and this is about 42 years ago. And that is how I joined Lionism. We had a Leo club in the club that my parents belonged to was Lions Club of Forget Hill. we had a Leo club. I had a very close association with the Leos in during my school days. So my parents used to carry me in arms to all the Lions events, the Lions meetings. And actually, what I have seen in those days, I can call the golden era of Lionism, where we used to have. Our clubs used to have FRDs in the Shanmukh Anand Hall, and I've seen meetings where we've had 100 members present. Those were the days where we actually had speaker meetings. The members were excited for the next meeting. There were one or two outdoor meetings per club every year, and in fact, the clubs used to have two regular meetings a month. So I still remember those golden eras of Lionism. Today, we have. Again, going back to that era, we have a great leader in our international president, AP Singh, who has envisioned that by the time 2027, we should be 1.5, and hopefully, we will be with the great start that he has made to his year and through the next 2 years. Hopefully, when I have the opportunity to lead my district to take the chair, we will be 1.5 globally or more. But yes, so that was my journey with starting with I officially became a member of Lionism. I had to wait till I turned 18. Till then, I used to attend meetings with my dad. The Leos also, it was a different fun in those days. It is still fun. In A1, we have 13 clubs at present, and you can understand why Leo is my heart. My heart lies with my Leos. So it is from right from the start when we used to have a very great Leo leader in Gauri Chabria, and she had some fabulous Leo clubs, Indian Idol, some law colleges. They used to do some great work. Today we miss her in the Leo movement. We could very well call her the mother of our Leo movement in E1, but the district was shut. It started again with Divyesh Bhai Shah. So the Leo movement is making up the ladder again. Looking forward to their energy also. And then after 2002 that I joined Lionism, the first opportunity that my club gave me was club treasurer in 2004. I was made secretary in 2007. I had to wait for 12 years to become club president. In those days, it was actually difficult to go up the board. But with my parents' help, of course, in 2000 and what I remember must be 14, I was president. 2016, the district gave me the opportunity. Dr. Armaiti Cooper gave me the opportunity to be the zone chairperson. After which, we had to change we merged our club because we tried. The membership was that time stagnant. So we merged our club into the Lions Club of East Bombay. Now the Lions Club of East Bombay will be celebrating 70 years next year. The club has given 5 district governors already to the district. Hopefully, I will be the 6th in time to come. So it was a great club to move to, and we had some fabulous service opportunities. The club the board gave me opportunity to be president once again in 2019, and after that, COVID showed me the power of Lionism, the power of the Lions banner. In 2019, when COVID came, I thought my tenure was over, but it was far from over. It actually began. The service journey, the service in my presidentship actually happened in the COVID era. So that was 2019, after which I had the opportunity to be the district Leo advisor, the district Leo chairperson, we can say. I have been the district GLT coordinator, was the district secretary last year, and by everybody's blessings and my club's push, uh, I am the second vice district governor today.
Lovely. I think that's a fantastic journey. It's something which encapsulates a lot of things that you've actually done. But I think one of the most important thing is obviously your association to the Lions and Leo fraternity since a very early age, and I believe that's been a very impressionable thing that has led you to the movement. Josefa, of course, you've been a part of the movement. You used to go with your parents, but as I asked Pavan sir also, and I ask all the leaders who come on our show, there's always this one moment that all of us have in our individual lives when it comes to Lions or Leos, which propels us to continue with the movement, and which kind of like makes a decision for us in our own minds that it's important for me personally to continue with this particular movement. When was that, and what was that particular moment, if you would like to share with all our viewers today?
I can remember there were floods in Mumbai in the year 2005.
Yeah.
26 July happens to be my birthday, and God showered and showered and showered blessings in rains, and we were stuck. All the entire Mumbai was below waters, and it was another opportunity. I was fresh in Lionism. I had joined in 2002, so 2-3 years that energy was at the high. I had some great friends, which with whom we went. On the third day after the waters had receded, on the third day we went to places like Panvel,
Yeah.
which were very close to the Khadi. We visited places where people were left with nothing at home. There were no utensils there, so they were so close to the Khadi, and we saw those people with no utensils, no bed sheets, absolutely, and nobody to help. There was a lot of help coming to urban areas, but these rural areas were the places where help was not going. And I had some great friends who told me that there is need over there. So we
Yeah.
managed to come back, raise some funds. Luckily, I had a friend, Zainab, who had good contacts, the Akbar Alis, and everybody helped. We could manage. That time, we also had dental association help. They gave us toothpaste, so that we could give to everybody over in those areas, and it really touched. When you go there and you see people, it makes you feel happy that you were in a position to do your bit, your tiny bit. It didn't solve the entire community's problem, but you could do your small bit, which maybe helped some families come out of that problem.
Absolutely, I think
That
that's a
was
very,
that was
very
in 2000 that was in 2005. Then the next
yeah.
opportunity that I again, natural disaster, the COVID era, 2019.
Correct.
During my presidency, we had a hunger project going on. So that was a daily, a Sunday to Sunday hunger project where we used to go and feed 150 people every Sunday. So that one particular Sunday where it was supposed to be for one day, 1 week. So we were wondering now what to do. So we just picked up some rice, and we said that we will give it to those slums, those shanties over there. They will cook their own food, because I don't know. We did not know how many Sundays we will miss. So we went out, raised some funds. My dad's friends very generously helped. We raised some funds. We gave them some rice, packets of rice, and we actually tried to give them dal also. But unfortunately, at that point of time, we could not procure dal. Such were times where
Yeah.
so we gave away only the rice. And by the time we were done with giving away the rice, we used to put our projects on Facebook, and we used to also have those WhatsApp groups. So we put in our projects that we did this. In those days, people were so looking forward to places where they can give, and it reaches the right people. Uh, they wanted to be part of the recovery process. We was so happy that before the funds ran out, at any point of time, no funds actually came. We had great help, and I will tell you, all of this was because of the Lions banner. The Lions International banner, the first place from where I could procure. The first company that gave us big grains was Zomato, and Zomato gave us because of my Lions history. They saw that this is a club which has 65 years of history, and for the past so many years we've been doing great service. They knew the Lions name, so Zomato immediately when they heard it's a Lions club in Mumbai, so Zomato Feeding India, they gave us we signed an MOU with them that we will be providing them all the details. They gave us 1,500 kgs. Sorry, this was 1,500 kg of salt. This was 15 tons of rice, 15 tons of atta, and some 1,500 liters of oil, cooking oil, which they gave us. They, this was given to the Lions, along with at that point of time, the contract had come through a Giants group. So we had the Lions and the Giants come together for this program, and we got this 15. So that is how it started. We turned these 4 items. We added some 7, 8 items. So this why I'm saying this. We received all of this because of the Lions banner. Myself individually, had I gone about to raise this kind of funds, it would have not been possible. But it is because of the Lions brand, the Lions banner behind us, we could manage to raise these kind of funds. The next where we went was Godrej,
Yeah.
with a very good friend of mine, Tasneem, who helped us connect with Godrej. They met Adi and Isa, and they went to ask for 9 lakhs, and in that, for 9 lakhs they said no, not 9, we're giving you 18. So that was when they saw what great work was being done, and Tasneem very meticulously was sending them details, and she managed everything, we can say, all by herself. This project was a 90-member operation. It was, I haven't done it alone. In fact, I wasn't going for the distributions. There were my great friends and colleagues who managed separate parts. So the distribution was managed by somebody. The packing was managed, because we used to buy stuff from in tons, and then used to pack them into 1 kg packets of dal, or 5 kg packets of rice. So it was a 24/7 packing unit. There was a great personality, Asif by Merchant, who gave us his place to store everything. Today, everybody is blessed. We had another trust, Rubab by MEG Foundation, Abbasi Lakshmidhar, who helped us manage the funds, because our trust was in lockdown. Our clinic was shut. We had locks on our clinic. We had to ask for help from his trust, that can we receive the funds in your trust. So everybody came together, the Lions, the Giants, the Rubab MEG Foundation. We had one project in Mahabaleshwar, Panchgani, with the Rotary. So everybody came together. We managed together. There was another Lions Club at that point of time in USA, the Houston Metroplex Veterans Lions Club. They had operations in Karjat, so they needed feet on the ground. So together we could reach to about 8,000 plus families across Maharashtra, and that was the power of Lionism. Not me, but the brand that we are. So we could raise those funds. Everybody came together, and by 24/7, everybody worked, and we feel that we could do our bit, small bit, when the time was right to do it.
Actually, I think that's fantastic. These sort of stories are what actually propels all of us to believe in Lionism, and then actually realize the impact that it's making on global societies. Moving on, Josefa, of course, a big congratulations from all of you, all of us rather, from the Soul of Lions to you becoming the second vice district governor. I would love to have you tell our viewers a little about your vision of being the second vice district governor. It's a very coveted post. It comes with a lot of responsibility, and obviously, having seen the movement for such a long time, you must have had your plans also before obviously taking up the position. So our viewers would love to listen a little from our second vice district governor in terms of his plans and policies for, or rather a vision for the entire year.
Yes, now my vision and my plans and policies for the next 2 years is to support the district governor, of course. And we are from District 3231A1, so we are the premier district of the country, where Lionism, we say, has started by our dear Naushad Pandor. So A1, the premier district, should be the premier district in actual sense. So we really want to move back. We've been doing great work. We have a great governor this year, Firoz Khatrak, who's moving back to the great force that we were in A1. And I've just finished hearing Pawan Agarwal ji, his plans and policies. I'm sure over the next 2 years I will have a great district to lead, and then it is just a matter of providing the best possible support to all the members and to the chairpersons, so that they can give their best. So it is not me who will be doing the work. We will be motivating, and it is the members and the clubs who will be doing their best. And whatever support is required, the district will be there for it. We have some plans and policies, but I'd rather hold that thought for a while.
Absolutely. A little, of course, Josefa, your journey's, lasted for a long time. You've seen the movement in the last 40 years, almost 4 decades, trying and understanding how things go on. So from the non-digitized age, or rather, if I may call it the analog age, you've actually seen it to now the AI age. A little perspective from your end in terms of how the movement has progressed with times, and how do you see the movement actually going ahead with the times galloping at the speed of knots? A little perspective from your end.
So when I was secretary in 2007, we used to have those 5 pages MMR reports, which we had to fill in and in duplicate and triplicate and go and file it at Nariman Point, and then maybe later at Worli. But yes, that was the need of the hour. Slowly and steadily, IT will take over. We now have clubs which are global, members which are global, who can join from any part of the country. So there it is a global organization. We are local and we think global. The organization is progressing greatly. I had the opportunity to hear AP Singh sir before COVID in 2018 say that we will very soon be needing to have digital meetings, and COVID proved him right. So with such visionary leaders like AP Singh, Sangeeta Jatia, this was, I think, I remember it was maybe Isame Forum 2017, in which he said, and in 2019 we were forced to do it. So we have it is in fact the Lion portal now has an AI feature which is in beta right now, and I foresee the service project reporting, everything being done. AI is only to make our work easier, because the Lions, any which case, are toiling hard. They are on the field. They are doing service. So AI only ought to make our reporting easier, our work easier. As far as the movement on the portal, it has been a difficult time. In the international, for some reason, they were earlier on my LCI. After a few years, we moved to my Lion, and from Lion, we now on the Lions portal. I hope it stays on the Lions portal for a good time to go now, because it is with the members' ages. We are an aging district, and it is very difficult to teach 60+ year people the portal once again. But we have some great learners also in our district, so we've been able to get past it. The international also provides some great videos, and AI. Yes, AI is the future of everything that we do right now. All our reporting, all our text, most of it, if we looking for answers, we go to AI. So yes, earlier it was Google Baba, now it will be AI.
Absolutely. I think that's a very, very potent answer once again, Josefa. You mentioned, obviously, just a follow-up question in terms of what you responded as of now with regards to changing technologies, and obviously the Lions portal that has obviously come in, and the way things are going. I just wanted to understand a little on your perspective with regards to the aging district. It's not technically which is only a problem for your district. It's something which has been going on as a nationwide problem, and probably even a global problem. It's been addressed at various Isame forums. It's been talked about. You as a leader, coming in as a second vice district governor now, and obviously will be taking over reins the next 2 years. But obviously this problem of the aging district or the aging clubs is something which has been going on for a long time. And obviously one thing which is very visible around the Lionistic fraternity and has been talked about is the non-conversion of the Leos into Lions, which obviously begs the question that how is the next generation going to survive in terms of carrying the Lion potency forward? What are your thoughts in terms of how can we actually counter the aging demographic, and at the same time, how can we increase interest in the youth for them to come along and join Lions International, especially in an age when there are a lot of other organizations also working parallelly for community welfare?
Correct. So from what we've been hearing, the Leos and the youth, they're not interested in lectures. They're not they don't come to meetings to hear people at length. They're interested in service. They do service. Their meetings last for 20 minutes, and then they have fun. So that is where we need to take care. The interests of the youth is ever changing. So in our days, we had a different childhood. Now the youth is different. So we have to move with the times. We have to move with the times, and we will need to adopt to the changes, change the way we conduct our meetings. We've had our leaders come up one after the other, saying that we need to change so that we can we can attract the youth. And really our meetings need to be different. Our meetings truly need to have something which even the youth would look forward to. And I would say it is the fellowship which will lead to membership now. Service will come
Absolutely, I think very
with
interesting.
it. It is fellowship which will lead to membership, and then what will follow will be great service again, once again. So service is happening. Fellowship, if it is focused upon, will attract the members.
Absolutely, I think there needs to be a huge look up to this particular problem also that we're dealing with. One more question on this, Josefa. Of course, now you're going to be one of the reckon leaders, to take up this particular problem, and that's why I ask you this question, which obviously deals with the coexistence of youth along with the tenured members. That's obviously something which is a very legitimate problem. It's even talked about in our courses when it comes to the Lions Institutes, and obviously because of difference of perspectives and difference of opinions. How do you see all these demographic diversities being handled together? What do you think is the best way for a club or even a multiple or a district to kind of handle all of these things together? Because obviously there are disparities, but there's obviously a way to handle them too.
Yes. Now, from what I have seen through districts, various clubs, we've seen the seniors love the club, and they've taken so much care that it takes them a while to trust the youth, with leadership positions, to give away the mantle. It will be difficult because of the years and years of love that the seniors have put into the club. So over here, a little bit of faith in the youth, that the youth, with their energy, with their unique ideas, and the experience of the Lions, actually they will have to go hand in hand. If as long as the youth are not given opportunity, they will not come ahead. So we need to trust the youth. When we take youth, we need to involve them. We need to trust them that they will do a good job. And if we're taking in youth and they are members, if opportunities are given, I am sure wonders will be created. It will be the youth who will take the organization forward, and it is the experience of the elders which will help the youth decide what to do ahead. So it needs to go hand in hand. The youth, the energy and the experience need to go hand in hand. It and
Fabulous.
we would request all our seniors to place a bit more faith in the youth, give them more opportunities. And from what I see in today's show itself is a live example, with so much of responsibility and so much of faith in Navdeep Bhai. Navdeep Bhai, you've done wonders, and it is to be learned from the leadership of Lion Raju Bhai Manwani, how the Lions Club Mumbai Soul, with the youth, with the young leaders, are taking the movement forward. So the same thing can be replicated in the other clubs. Definitely in other clubs in other districts, it can create wonders.
Absolutely, I think that's a very, very important point. Raju sir obviously knows his way around, handling the youth in the best possible manner. He's been doing it for a long time, and God bless him. He keeps on doing it in the best possible manner. Josefa, we are lacking on time. Otherwise, I would have loved to have an episode which would last for hours and hours of us to have chats with you. But just obviously on a parting note, if you as a first or a second vice district governor would like to give one message to the entire audience that's been listening to us very gleefully and very beautifully engaged in this particular conversation, what would that be?
Well, I'm proud to be a Lion, and I'm sure everybody will be proud to be a Lion. And what I say to everyone is that if you want to reduce weight, just taking a membership in a gym will not help. You need to go and you need to work out. So similarly, get involved and you will enjoy Lionism.
Absolutely. I think that's another potent message from a potent leader. Once again, Josefa, a big thank you for coming on the show. It's been fabulous hosting you, and I wish you all the best for your tenure as the second Vice District Governor. I'm sure you're going to do wonders. A big congratulations and all the best.
Thank you, Navdeep bhai. You've made me feel very comfortable. I did call you. I was nervous, but you handled it so well. It shows. It shows. Thank you so much, Navdeep bhai. And thank you so much to the Lions Club of Mumbai Soul for this opportunity. Raju bhai, thank you so much.
Thank you, Josefa. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the momentous 257th episode of the Soul of Lions. I'm sure all of you must have learned a lot. We had a mix of youth and a tenured member who are making it to the leadership positions now and are going to be taking the district, Lions District rather, 3231 A1 to newer heights. It's been a fantastic episode. If you've missed watching this particular episode live, I would request you to go to YouTube, Raju Manwani's channel, and watch this episode whenever you get time, because there's only things to be learned and tools for you to learn as an individual and contribute towards society and your own welfare in the best possible manner. This is your host, Lion Navdeep Nigam, for the 257th episode of the Soul of Lions.